And we're back. Welcome, welcome, denizens of the night, to another late Icky Sicky stream. Late in two ways. Late in that I'm late in starting it, and late in that it is past midnight. Special award goes to this game for starting instantly. I just hit launch and it was at this menu, so very impressive. I would assume that a console port would I'd have to start up my gasoline generator or something. Oh. Oy, oy, oy. Okay. Oh. Why do I have to watch that? So stupid. I remember that last time. Didn't save my... Oh, God. What the fuck is that? Okay. Can I... Alright. Bonk. Fuck. Ugh, rusty. Oh, okay. I guess that window's closed. Hey, now. How's it going? This game makes me miss the Witcher 2. Should go back and play that sometime. Maybe I should play that right now. Ooh. I wonder what the rules... Oh, Jesus. Let's do damage boost. Okay. I'm so used to not being able to wonder if that's like a trigger for getting a finisher if you do a power attack on those guys. Hey. You haven't watched yesterday's stream entirely, but there was a part where you're talking about on the beach where it just like appeared and no one reacted to it, and he's just like shank. Yeah, I remember that. I mean, yeah. I was just thinking about like how the game is like trying to make you feel bad for the British or the Britons. Ugh. They're like, oh, look at this guy, he's getting whipped, and they crucified one guy, and it's like, you fucking kidding me? There's like so many hanging bodies and shit. Yeah, The Witcher 2, I did say I wanted to play it again, and I do. I'm like tempted to. Actually, here's a question: do I even have it installed? My mouse sensitivity is all weird on my menuing. Where do I even have The Witcher? The Witch. I guess I don't have it on Steam. I wonder if I have it on GOG. I bought the collector's edition like way back in the day, and it just gave me like a regular copy that you just install. Old school shit, I know. There's no like download key. Gaga? Goo goo. I probably have it installed, maybe. I think Trisha was playing it on her account on Steam. Got The Witcher 3. I have The Witcher 1 Director's Cut. I don't think I have The Witcher 2, of all things. I'd have to crack out a... so many different versions. Ugh. For a fat $20, damn. I'm gonna have to borrow the game from Trisha, or like find that old CD and like install it. Boo. Let me see. I wonder how that works. I just like go to... I wonder if they've made it easier than it used to be, is my curiosity. Confusing. There doesn't seem to be like a way to ask to borrow. Like if you click on the specific game. Interesting. I wonder if Trisha's probably playing it on the other computer. Okay. The king has risen. The gamer has returned. Oh, shit. No, she escaped. She escaped early. We should have both escaped to, like, the beach. But, like... She had to like get her car inspected, so kind of a thing. And her parents aren't like that nice to like do that for her. So we could both just escape to the beach. Now I have these barrels, and they're explosive, right? Why do I have these barrels? It doesn't let me pick them up. Are we really hiding by this light source? Like, is that what I'm supposed to be interpreting this as? Okay, well. I guess the shield guy. Oh no! Don't stop. Bad thoughts. Okay. I guess the shield guys. Oh no no no, no 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 no. Hey, let's relax. I guess the shield guys are like more annoying than most. So. Ah, you can break a shield like that. Let's see if I can get those finishers. Get the damage boost. Shank. Get another damage boost, right? I don't know if they stack. Oh, it's probably just that. Oh, right. He's a triple attacker. Get that fat damage boost. So you need health. Get those cages open. Hey, there's a ballista or Scorpio. Vitalion? Oh, Vitalion's the general guy. I just assumed we saw like a dramatic death scene. But I guess that was a dramatic capturing scene. Oh, okay, okay. What's this? Whoa, lots of text on top of each other. Okay. Order the archers to cover less of gives line of sight on the ridge above the Roman line. Archers will fire at targets on the ridge. Order the archers to cover the right side of the ridge gives line of sight on the area in front of the Roman line. What the fuck does this mean? Remember the one quest in The Witcher 1 where they literally make fun of the Da Vinci Code? I do not. I don't know if I played through the whole... I didn't play through the whole Witcher 1. I just didn't know... I don't know. Yeah, I didn't care that much. I don't know why. I just like wasn't that invested in it. I think I saw the game get announced in Game Informer, and I was like, oh, that's a cool protagonist, and it was like based on a book. I was like, whoa, there's books with like, you know, there's non-YA fantasy books that exist. And I was in like middle school. It's weird how like middle school is like the jumping point into like adult content. But yeah, so then I got The Last Wish and fell in love with that, and then played the Witcher game, and I was like, this is like fine. And then The Witcher 2 came out, and I really loved that one. A legendary moment? You mean my legendary trap disarming? Uh, yeah, I guess you're right now. I guess I'm picking which one I don't have to defend. I mean, there's just something dumb about not picking this one, right? Because archers go higher up than they can see further, right? So I guess I should just pick this one, because... That's not what I said. You are? I guess I am. Oh, come on. What? Another wave incoming. We done? Nah, I've got to... Okay. Dude, you are so fat. I like how the one point in time where those kind of banners would be... So there's no backwards, there's no right or left. It's just literally like, I'm a train. You just push forward and then they just do the thing. Max Kasul. They're gonna burst out of the water? What's block? Oh. There we go. Pretty sure those are like pottery kilns. Never mind. We can see them from here. Okay. I think one of them is like alive, but I can't tell. Sorry, we're being realistic with our ranges all of a sudden. Potwang. Potwang. Anybody else want some? Okay. Just hold on W. Man, now I just keep on thinking about The Witcher. You know, I never finished The Witcher 3 either. I just like stopped somewhere in there. I played like, I think the last time I played it, I played a really shitty quest and I was just like, why? But what about the collectibles? What is a deep swamp in the face of collectibles? Okay. No, why am I watching this? Why? Ooh. It seems like a lot of fire. Can I not just, like, help them now? Whoop. And they really want you to commit to that thing. Fuck. Yeah. Need health. Ooh. Fancy. Okay. Oh no, I want damage. Right click. Right. So I don't understand what they are expecting me to do with, like, how I am meant to rescue them, because I walked over to the cage. Oh, they're saying that I have to go save men someplace else? Why? I refuse. Burn me. I want to try again. So I squat there for no fucking reason, watch all the men die, and then I'm like, oh, I guess I'll save this one. It's retarded. He's got a torch. It's like a lightsaber. Get that damage boost. See if I can elevate my gameplay a little bit. Fuck Christ. Eat. Bash. Bash. Gimme. There's a guy behind you. Get those gauges open. So I can't do anything except for just wait for them to attack me. Well, I guess I can just do what I did against Boudica. Just bash them with the shield until they die. So many times I've seen The Witcher 2 on sale for like $3, and I just like didn't get it because I'm like, oh, I already have Witcher 2 at home. Ah, Jesus. I dodged into that. There's just so little emphasis on like directional inputs in the fighting that I just don't even put my fingers on the WASD. So when I dodge, it's just like half the time I'm just like, oh yeah, I'll just hit the button. Apparently I dodged that, but it still shook my screen like crazy. So there doesn't seem to be like actual iframes. I don't know how the dodging works in this actually, like mechanically. Free execution. Maybe it does have iframes, I can't tell. Need help again. Oh, Christ. Cool. Free regen. Coming through. Okay, get the cages open, I guess. Could have gotten them open before, but I guess now is the good time to do cage opening. Oh man. After this, we're gonna whip like 3 Scottish people, and they're gonna be like, oh no, they're never gonna accept Roman peace if we treat them like this. Wah. So dumb. See, if we just jumped off the cliff at the beginning, we would have been right here. How did they construct that without a crane? I kind of feel like this... wouldn't... I kind of feel like Scottish people don't dress like this. Maybe that's a controversial hot take, but... So he can block power attacks. I feel like Glot is like a name that I've seen before. I think he's in multiplayer, like the multiplayer skin selection. Oh. Cool. It's got that tracking. Remember, use evade and perfect deflects against a heavy attack. Now, can I use a perfect deflect? That means just time it well? Because I would much rather just time things well than just have to dodge. Because the dodge in this game is very ugly. Hmm. Okay. Alright. Very cinematic. Okay, let's see. What even are those thick things that are attached to his headdress? This seems like a weird sort of firefighting technique. But they're playing happy music, so I guess I just have to assume that they know what they're doing and everything's gonna work. Was that the secret? Stab him because he's actually human? It would have kind of been cool. Was he cold all of a sudden with all that fire around? Um, it would have been cool if they did some kind of interpretation of like what Scottish tribesmen would have looked like instead of some sort of fantasy. I don't know. What are you talking about? He's like, oh no, it's so sad. It's like this whole like narrative where they're like, oh man, but the Romans like I don't know colonized or some shit. Now I feel bad. It's like, but he. But they all like moved to Rome and murdered civilians. Oh shit, he's got a snake on his armor? He must be a bad guy. It's gonna be a head. Or snakes. Bees! It's a rooster. He's gonna stab him with the dagger, and he knows, and it's so dumb. He's like annoyed that he has to put up with this dumb, like. Oh. The faces don't match the yelling. Yeah, the yelling just doesn't have impact. He's like a big man. You don't think he would just start choking him? You could probably crush the life out of that guy before you died. It would certainly change the political situation because nobody else wants war with this random island. No. What? The barbarians definitely did kill your father. What? uh I didn't expect to see a dumb plotline. Oh, so he's Winter. Ooh. What army? I'm a little confused as to like the logistics of like why there's an army and like the barbarians were a ruse. Like, oh, like they, I don't know, like they were just like Romans in in like barbarian outfits. I feel like I feel like in like medieval times, like, or not medieval times, you know, like in antiquity, I feel like the racial differences would have been like really obvious. Like you'd be able to just tell from people's faces. Especially if you're like constantly going to war with like people that don't look like you. Ugh. Not that the differences would be different or more distinct, it's just that I feel like people would be more in touch with it. Swords. Wait, what the fuck? Wait. So why did... Wait, hang on. They just... they just built a fuck ton of towers? They just like... For a peace meeting, they're just like, yeah, we better build a ton of siege towers. What on earth? Are they mobile towers? Or are they just like... They just built a tower for no fucking reason. God damn. Yeah, yeah, game theories would think this is historically accurate. I loved when they had that video about like Vikings versus samurais and whatever and knights, and then they were like, yeah, Vikings didn't have swords, you know, they just had like these knives, and it's like, what the fuck, how did you like come to that conclusion? Like that's an obviously wrong conclusion without looking anything up. It's like, so you think that they knew how to make a knife and they didn't know how to make a sword? It's like, you know, this sword is, you know, in many ways a long knife. I mean, I guess it is totally possible. You could just have like, you know, primitive technology not be able to make it like longer. Like I know like the whole phalanx is just literally long spears, which like you didn't see in like Africa and other places where you had spear fighting and shields. So like the Macedonian phalanx is like stands apart, but whatever. Apparently, fucking Mordor is marching on New York, or not New York, York. Oh, shit, what? I was talking. Oh, okay, so what did they... They have explosive rounds. Christ. They have no siege tower. But oh no, definitely target the siege engines. I want to fight siege towers. That's the coolest part of a siege is like, yeah, I remember. Okay, uh, someone just put up a ladder and just whatever. Now these are basic bitch barbarians now. Fucking Christ. Oh, can I get double? Wrong button, but we'll take it. You guys are just standing. After I said kick down the siege towers, they're just like, I'll just hang out here. Oop. Oh, I thought there was like a cutscene. It was so cinematic. Thanks for watching my back, you fucking idiot. God damn it. There's just like a guy like right there like, ooh, I'm just on fire. Look at this dummy. Fuck you. How did that guy even get on the wall? It's like... Game Theory's gonna like look at this for their next video on Romans and be like, actually, barbarians could just teleport inside formations and wreak havoc. I want the siege tower to kind of like land. Oh, these are like tough guys. Slice. Bam. Alright, I definitely should have destroyed the siege tower. Yeah, shoot this fucker. I'll take some health. Get that. Good damage boost. There we go. I'm so used to shift being sprint. Okay. Alright, I learned my lesson. I won't let any more siege towers get to the wall. Pumping off rounds. What's the deal? So wait a second, this is the main gate and they put a siege tower up to it? That doesn't make a lot of sense. Wouldn't you want people to go through the gate instead of blocking it with a giant tower? Barbarians didn't kill my father. It was the emperor. No. So dumb. Literal barbarians did kill your fucking father. Or your mother and sister. Forget about that. Although I think he did say family. I don't know. Where the hell did they get? I know I read that before, but it is worth. Yeah, it is worth mentioning that they did just kind of like that ram from the beginning that seemed to have like no practical purpose because it was like ridiculously huge, built for like knocking down the Black Gate, and they just like popped it out of somebody's asshole so they could knock down the Wicker Man. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so this is all taking place. So the beginning of the game is like you're talking to Emperor Nero, who they have beautified for this game. Is this why we're like stuck? You can't kill this guy? Like, this is so ridiculous. No siege will reach the wall, but siege engine fire will continue. Yeah, definitely still stop the projectiles. Can't I, like, stop the siege tower this way? Or would that be too ridiculous? Here we go. Hey, whoa. Oh, my fucking god. Why do I have an army? Why do I even have an army? Just, yeah. Are you kidding me? Do you guys do anything? You're just watching? The fuck is this? It's so actually ridiculous. Give me the fucking... Take it. Jesus. God damn it, dude. This is ridiculous. I have to go, like, on a scavenger hunt for ladders? What the fuck are you guys doing? Just... So is this something that would be possible to damage? So this is something that can't be damaged with ballista. Theoretically, though, you could kill all the people. Did anyone push down this ladder? Oh my god, someone did. Someone did something. That's miraculous. Punch him off? So you need to get all three or it doesn't count. Check out what's going on over here. Okay. Yeah, shoot him. Thank you. Go back to health. You know what? Target the siege towers, because it doesn't seem like the projectiles do fucking anything. And the siege towers are invincible to... as far as I can see. Bob. Excuse me. Combos don't seem that, like... Yeah, shoot everybody. Okay, I guess that's one place to send me. Yeah, so this game seems to have like an it's like the action, I don't know, what do you call this? Like the melee equivalent of like what do you call it? Bullet magnetism, where like they want you to feel like your aim is better than it is, where they just like drag you into stuff. Yeah, so far this is much more enjoyable, is just knocking down ladders, because at least you can have an effect, whereas the other thing is like stand there and wait for your waves to show up. Maybe I can get some new executions. I've been doing the same stuff quite a bit. Let's do it. High flying sword, thrust and throw. It seems like the descriptions are all kind of similar. Spectacular sword, thrust, lift and throw. High flying blow to the chest. Let's do it. Now, let's be a little more selective with our double executions. Oh, okay. 2 shield smashes, stab to the chest, leaping stab to the heart. Sign me up. Oh, I don't have enough. Cool. Alright. I'm not doing that roll, by the way. When you hit the right click and you're too far, they roll you into it. I wonder how far you can do that from. Pretty far. Excuse me? I'm Sonic. Get him! Fuck yeah. This game does have some pretty cool moments. And I think that was in their game design document. They were like, just string together as many cool moments as you can. And that slow walk thing is so awkward at the start. Ugh. These motherfuckers. Ooh, oh, no. The reverse grip shit. That's fine, but it's just like... Here we go, here we go, here we go. New one, new one, new one, new one. Alright, it's like fine. That's serviceable. I know, I knocked down so many ladders. You dummies couldn't do anything. God, you know how fucking huge a catapult would have to be to throw a rock that big? Like, I've seen to like a trebuchet. Like, they throw rocks the size of a bowling ball. Like, maybe a little bit bigger, but it's like, you know, to throw a rock that big, it would have to be, you know, probably bigger than that tower that it was firing at. Yeah. Hang on. Hang on, boys. There might be scrolls this way. So wait. So everybody has these rams? Because unless yeah. So the barbarians just like also have a ram with a gigantic ornate ram's head at the head. Like the same model. So is this? Do you think this was like a cut content where like we were supposed to not just be on the top of the wall, we were supposed to like go down and like defend the gate as they're pouring in like this? I don't know. Defending a fort against like a fantasy like army attack is like really cool, I have to say. Like that's like one of my favorite like that would I very rarely get to do anything like that in like D&D, like DMing, but that would be very fun, I think. All of a sudden now I can run. It's like I was cool walking in the beginning. Who's that guy? She get hit by... Why all the dead bodies have short hair? Do you think that's just like a graphical problem they're having in that they don't want the hair bugging out on the ground, so they just have like bald people dead? Yeah. That's like a pretty noticeable graphical problem to have, though. Like, you'd think that for like a AAA title that's gonna be like some, you know, big like please buy our Xbox Now game, they would fix stuff like that. Hey, lore. So wait a second, are they telling me that I can't just go there? Like there's something wrong with that bridge somehow? That's always a bummer, Matthew Atkinson. Whenever there's like a When it, like that's it's so common too, like where you have like a decent campaign and then it just like kind of dies. Part of it I think is like the players have to kind of be good too, and it's so hard to like wrangle people. So you're like juggling availability with just like a good party. You're right, dude. Okay. I'm just gonna take these scrolls. Good luck. Oh, I should have pressed the thing. God damn it. Can I just choose death? Could you just kill me? Just murder me. I think I would rather you just kill me and just redo that than have to fight another one of these dual-wielding dudes. Knowing the whole time that I could have just murdered him. Yeah, I always like come up with like yeah, I always come up with like mechanics and stuff for. Okay, definitely you. Oh, what? Whoa, what? I disagree. So what do I do? Sprint to this guy? Is that the stealth in this game? Just like to their credit, for a game that could feel ridiculously repetitive, it's not that bad yet. I would say like a lot of like the finishing moves and stuff are sort of boring. I just don't know if there's that many like different varieties of moves you can do with a short sword and a gigantic fat shield. What the actual fuck? Very cool. Nice telekinesis, boys. Oh, goddamn. Oh, hey, they have horse pommel decorations. Very historical. Fucking whatever. Yeah, there's just only so many times you can like do a slow-mo killing of a guy with a short sword and shield, especially like a shorter one. I don't know. I guess it just would require a little bit more like creativity from the choreographer. Yeah, I don't know. The reverse grip thing definitely isn't the way to go because it just feels so ineffectual. I mean, maybe some people are like into that because they fucking like ninjas or some shit, but I don't know. So what, they're gonna like burn the boat now? Am I doing something wrong to get, like, more... like, fatalities? Are they, like, different... Oh, he doesn't have a weapon. Excuse me. Still a little bit icky-sicky. See, I think I'm supposed to have that kind of helmet. Where the guy's the sideways comb. I think, though, it would look, like, pretty... It would look significantly more dumb than the one that I have, though. And I think that's the rationale behind it. Oh, right, I can, like, block that. I just have to time it perfect. Okay. Guess I'll get health bonus. Oh. I just died. It's cool. Not like I needed that health. Nobody's got any scrolls for me. Alright. So, tragedy of tragedies, it seems like the... Oh, cool. It seems like the new Space Marine game is going to be pretty woke. Like, I forgot what it was, but I heard something that, like, the writer for the new Space Marine game was saying, and it was just, like, you know, classic, like, dyed hair, like, disaster writer. Yeah. It's like, there's a point where, like, the dynamic design of the level is too good, and to the point where I'm walking into a building not realizing it's on fire, but at least I know where to go. Like the dynamic design is better than the logical design. Is that how I would explain that? Where it's like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I know I'm supposed to do it. Whereas, like, you have, like, older games, like, you know, where there's no quest marker, and you're just like, I'm supposed to get to the hospital. I don't know where it is. Can I bring this with me? Did that... Okay, so that's another good example of dynamic design being very good. Better than... Aha. Alright. What the fuck is happening to my camera? My mouse will not obey me. Ooh. Sudden blackout? Sucks. Ugh, what a pain. It's like the dead of night over by you, I assume? Fellow Adam? I think if they put in cooldown each available execution until all of them are done, it would be less repetitive. Yeah, maybe. I also think, like... Yeah. I also think if you could pick some of the ones that you liked, maybe it would be... Oh, is there a way to increase my damage so I have to cut them less before I get the finisher? Combat. Oh, right. Burning Eagle mode after 11 perfect hits? 10 perfect hits, okay. Hmm. I don't really use focus at all, so maybe I should. Maybe it'd be more fun if I was using focus. I'll try to remember. Well, here I have experience, right? So why don't I? The burn rate on focus capsule, size of each focus capsule, capacity to 3 capsules. Sure. Oh, focus gain, yeah. Get some of that. Yeah, why not? Let's unlock my special modes. Let's get more focus gain, I think, yeah. Okay, don't have enough. Is this supposed to be some kind of, like, cool section? Oh, am I in Resident Evil now? Okay. Okay, very, very stylish, guys. You think you're cool? Boo! Let's do that again. Hello? Alright, let me do it again. Alright, maybe I should just be using focus all the time. That was cool. So how do I get focus? It's like, I guess by doing these probably, right? Okay, so it looks like if I click the right one, and there's, once I heal, I guess, this one. Here we go. Bunch of focus. We're good. Oh, cutscene? No, just lagging. Oh. I think that might have left, but I heard an update a while ago. There was some kind of update. Knights of the Old Republic. You know, honestly, I know that stands for Knights of the Old Republic, but I don't think I've ever actually played Knights of the Old Republic. I have played the multiplayer at camp for something 2. Maybe it was Knights of the Old Republic. Early afternoon in Asia, actually. Oh, are you in Asia? Matthew Addington, probably... probably Coder. There seems to be breaking news that Coder remake has been definitely delayed. Oofs. Oh. Yeah, the original Space Marine game seems like something that would be fun to play. I didn't get it back in the day because it just wasn't on PC, but now it is, so... And I saw that Mandalore Gaming review of it, and I was like, oh, right. This is cool. I think back in the day I was more picky with my sci-fi. And since that universe is like... I know the company sucks, but the universe at least is kind of cool. It's like... just like a little bit more based, I guess, would be how you describe it. Of It's kind of weird. They just... Well, if I control the formation, then we all hold on left click. We can just auto aim target all of the archers with the pilum. Pilum is just a much better name for a spear. I should go back to ancient Rome and be like, your letters are wrong. It might have been a good thing that Vampires the Masquerade 2 is indefinitely delayed. I know it was. And that's like a... That is a very sad truth. If they just like staggered their shots, we would have no chance. Yeah, so many video game projects are infected with terminal wokeness. It's like, you know, at least with video games there's like modding, but it's just like with movies and TV shows, like it's just, I guess you could just edit the show to be less shitty, but it's just like people don't do that. And it's just like they do it a bit. Like there was a cut of The Hobbit where they cut out the female character because they were just like, yeah, this is trash. I would like, God, The Hobbit is a whole nother rabbit hole. So I've been to one of these bathhouses like twice. Not in operation. Oh, this is a dying place. I've been I've been to one of these places too. I don't think they did the... I could be wrong. I know that in real life there weren't clipping textures like that, but I don't know if they had them as like standalone blocks or just sunken into the floor. But I definitely did see an area like this, I think in Baths in England, which is like exactly the dumbest thing you could call a town that has a lot of baths. It's just called Baths, like plural bath, just baths. So there was a town, the Romans built it, they put a bunch of baths in it, and then they were like, I know what we can call this, guys. And then over in the US we're all like, man, they're so sophisticated. They don't say soccer anymore. They say footy. Frosted Flakes. That's Frosties. So elegant. Baths. It's like that kind of like naming scheme makes sense. Like it doesn't. It seems cool when you don't speak the language or like the language has like changed over time or something. But baths, a bath is still a goddamn bath. So it's just like, it's baths. It's like, oh, you going to that coastal town? Oh yeah, sands. Yeah, lots of sands there. Yeah, I was so nervous about Vampires the Masquerade 2. I was so nervous. I don't know if you saw the pre-order stuff was crazy. Like if you pre-ordered the game, they had this like huge list of stuff you would get. And it was just like, it was like a huge like 20 item list of like you get Smiling Jack's jacket. You get whatever the Bruja, like lesbian with the beret. You get her stuff. It was like all the different like people from the first game. The Vampires the Masquerade company is like so fucking ridiculous. Like I opened one of their new rule book, and it's like the cringiest shit you've ever fucking seen. It's like, if you're a Nazi, you can't read this. It's like no joke. It says that in the beginning. It's like, if you're a Nazi, you can't read this. And if you're gonna say that there's no Nazis and that it's like, you know, the whatever, you know, then we mean not Nazis. We mean like alt right or whatever other, you know, meanie basement trolls use to describe themselves. It's just like this huge like paragraph in the beginning of their book, and it's like, why don't you just tell me the rules of the game and shut your fucking mouth? How's that? Very... Alright, I'm gonna get this. Uh-oh. Bonk. Oh, wait a second. Hey, 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 I'm doing my thing. Oh, okay. Now both of you come together? Oh, that's not a double. Where are you going? I see you scooting around over there. Okay. Let me do the thing. Oh. Don't have enough focus. Yeah, like if you just like look up a PDF of it. Actually, you don't have to. Let me go like find it. Let me see. Ah, that's what, yeah. Okay. It's 2022 and it still takes like forever for a PDF to open up. Probably because I just have too much stuff open on my laptop, but it also has this weird thing where they're like, this is a game about monsters, but it's only a game. Don't use it as an excuse to be a monster yourself. Jesus. Oh, I thought it was like right in the beginning. I opened a copy in person and I was surprised. Mature content warning. thought it was before the table of contents. It's like long, where they photographed like pictures of. But I thought it was funny because like Arch Warhammer did that whole like Nazi vampire campaign specifically to spite them for that. Oh, now I can't find it. I thought it was like right inside the cover. Maybe it's not. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. I can't remember where it was. I don't know. Would Control F actually work on that? Let's see. Kind of don't know if it would. Because I don't think this is like... This is not an official PDF, as you might imagine. I'm not going to support a company that literally hates me. Any letters? Yeah, no, I don't think it can index. I mean, it is picking up letters, so it actually should. Oh, it is picking up letters. Yeah. Maybe I opened up the wrong edition. Although I have in parentheses cuck, so probably the right one. There's all these other like supplementary books too, so I don't know. Yeah, whatever. But was I just like not seeing the finisher thing before? Just because it was like... So what am I supposed to do with that, like, hit him into the wall thing? Right click. Also, the new edition of Vampires the Masquerade is like so ridiculously bad. Like, there's... Hold on. That's actually... This is something... Let me see if I can find this. Wait, what did I just do with this? Oh, okay. Let me read you the combat rules, if I can find them. I might have, like, the wrong edition. Let me see. SMG, I think, is, like, the key. Oh my god, I found it. Okay. Alright. You guys ready? I'm going to read you the combat rules to 5th edition Vampires the Masquerade. Jason is using an SMG versus Dragon, who only has a pistol. Jason's pistol gets an extra die. Gretchen and Lynn are both using pistols, but Gretchen is willing to empty hers, and her player gets an extra die. So, so, yeah, the way that combat works is you both roll one die, and then whoever rolls higher, the your dungeon master, or like gothic dungeon master, whatever the fuck they're called, they then have to the dungeon master will just explain how you win, right? But then if there's something that would like make it obvious that you have some greater advantage, then you get an extra die. So there's no like combat system. There's no turns. And yeah. Yeah, I wonder why it didn't work when I searched it, but I have, like, I texted it to my friend, the Nazi thing. Fascism in play. Vampires the Masquerade is not a fascist-friendly game. If you are a neo-Nazi, alt-right, and then in quotes, alt-righter, or whatever you're calling yourself nowadays, we urge you to put this book down and call someone you trust to talk about where you went so wrong in your life. It's like a big, and then the picture cuts off, but there's like this big paragraph where they're like, you're not allowed to read this. Put it down. Stop it. Now, combat is just automatic. You roll 1d10, and then whoever rolls the higher number wins the combat. And that goes for combat between players, combat between players and NPCs. It's just like, you know. But to contrast that, they tried to make some kind of social combat system where you would have like health and stuff to drop sick burns on people. Now, I think to some extent, a social combat type of system is not like the worst thing ever. But it is a little bit retarded when you don't have a actual combat system and then you add a social combat system. Like, that is just, I think there should be more mechanics put in place for social things, and not like hard mechanics. I just mean like, let me get the focus bonus. Oh, hey. I think there should be, like, I just think the rulebook should lay out, like, kind of what you... Man, I do not have that abdominal strength to get up on the tip of my knuckle while I'm holding something. Hey, buddy. Okay. I'm gonna go check from some... Oh, okay. I guess I have to go. Like, if the books just said something... Yeah, I'm following, man. Where are we going? If the book said something where it was like, you can do this much with like just saying what your character says, and then you roll for like an extra effect, or you roll to see if you can do something, because you need rolling. Rolling is very important, but then you also need to balance like the character's stats and then the player's ability. So if you find some happy medium with that, but it's like Dungeons and Dragons kind of like is resting on like centuries of, well, not centuries, decades of just like people home brewing the game to, or just house ruling the game so they can like persuade people. And like uh yeah, there should be some kind of mechanic where it's like you give the player a certain amount of leeway where like if they say something reasonable, it can be done, and then like a certain bonus from their stats. Not just maybe like offsetting the probability is important, but I think also just like having a certain benefit because you're proficient in a skill. Like when I have a player that's proficient in a skill, I'll say like I'll occasionally say, okay, you're proficient in persuasion, right? So I'll just let you persuade this guy. Like, and I do that whenever there's like just too many persuasions going on, just like to reduce the amount of rolling to speed up the game. But it has a double effect of like now they get to feel like putting stat points into things was more important than just always trying to hope you roll a 20. But I'm really determined this time. Gets extra die. Yeah. It just says like she's I'm following you. You know what? You know what? I'm going over here. Oh, okay. Now I've been following you. Wait a second. The commander doesn't have his toes out. He's got boots. I feel like this is such a crazy cool area, so I'm like, I want to explore, but because this is like a linear game, I feel like I'm being a bad boy if I go and walk around. But then at the same time, they put collectibles everywhere, so it kind of rewards you being sort of a focusless autist. You know, talking about the size of a trebuchet, like a catapult you would need to throw the kind of rocks that they're throwing in this game, kind of, I kind of want to see it. Like, I kind of want to see a universe that stays medieval, but then has like there's some kind of limitation to the world, like you couldn't have guns or you couldn't have microchips, something like that, and then just see where the like have a sort of like, I don't know what you call that, like a sci-fi that is like is like locked in. Man, what is this guy doing? This guy's so distracting me. He's just holding on to the arrow. He's not, like, it's not behind the bowstring. He's just like, it's not even a sharp arrow. It's just like, unless it's already inside him. Oh, it is just inside him. Very cool. Like, if you had some parts of technology improved, but no electricity and no, yeah, let's say no electricity and no explosives. So you don't have like guns making things boring. You still have swords. But then you would have like other parts of engineering get advanced, so then you like go and siege a town with like a catapult bigger than the town. The turret section. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, go near the barrels. Fire! Boom, 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 boom. I wanna redo this section. I think I could do better. I think I could do better. Yeah. Just kill me. No. I wanna redo. Man. Okay. No, I can do this. Retrofuturism, where a vision of future is like a certain time period might imagine it. Yeah, I maybe, so kind of like that, but not quite. I do like that with the '80s, where they make it like '80s sci-fi, where it's like the, you know, because that was a kind of cool vision of the future. But it's like, god damn, the barrels are the hardest thing to shoot. What is the genre they gave this game? I'm supposed to do firing volleys. Okay. Reset. I could do really good. I think I can do this. Oh. Every time I aim for the barrels, I always like just lose it. Ah, man. Alright, 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 alright. I can do this. Oh, yeah. How they categorize this game as a combat game. Like they were when you're choosing the difficulty, they're like, can you are you experienced with combat games? Is the thing. Man, I'm so excited for part 4 of this stream so I can go IV and be very, very cool. It's gonna be fantastic. I should have just skipped ahead and been like XVII or whatever. I'm just gonna use the volleys on cooldown. Yeah, yeah, do it. Do you think I could hit multiple if I charged it? Yeah, fire. Okay, so that's how you're supposed to do. You're supposed to just be doing the volleys. This like non-sprinting run looks so like oafy. Oh. Okay. Oh, significantly less congested today, so I guess I'm getting better. Hold off the barbarian horde. Alright. Ah, come on. I'm activating my special mode. Boom! And then get the finisher. Oh, wrong button. Doesn't punish you at all, though, if you do it wrong. This is some kind of like I'm supposed to hold out X amount of time mode. Boo! Boo! I wanted to hold out forever. God damn it. I'm gonna fucking retry. Garbage. If I had realized I would have had health on. God damn it. You know, those are some pretty stiff tatas for the apparent lack of support that dress is giving. Oh, I could have done better on that defense thing. I was just trying to mess around with the focus stuff. Trying to figure out if it was like self-sustaining or not. Which I think it is. That was a good yell. They're locked in a vault, by the way. That's why Nero doesn't run away. They're like locked in a ye olde safe room. I see Nero's not that popular. Guy seems pretty like done with being dead. The guy, the other guy seems pretty done with mourning too. He's like, all right, yep. Oh, somebody with hair. I was like curious. So, okay, I'm in Rome now. But here's a question: how the fuck did I get here? I swim? I was in like England. Italy is not close. Sorry, I need this lore. She's talking to me? She's looking over there. Interesting. Let's go in here. Got some lore? Some lore? No, just hay. I can't believe there's no lore in here. Yeah, I gotta say, it's this type of narrative where it's like the only threat is internal, and like, you know, like everything is just like, oh, secretly, like, oh, it's Rome's fault, like the corruption or whatever is just, I don't know. It's just very tired. It's a very like tired narrative, and I find it to be like, is that a dog bowl? I find it just to be kind of like a suicidal sort of like ideology, where it's just like everything is just wrong with like yourself, even when it makes like no sense. It's like clearly barbarians murdered your family, and it's like, you know, whatever. I don't know. They're like, what is this, some conspiracy? Like he paid them. It's like they still did it. Like it's still. I don't know. Also, Nero did like economically like destroy Rome for a period, so it's not like. Oh, well, let me. How the fuck am I supposed to deal with that? Just dodge it? Jesus. Like, there's no. I don't know. There's no like obvious attack that they're doing. They're just like charging, and then hitbox happens. It's like I guess I don't know. There's no like broadcast for the I guess the shield bash at the end of the charge is what I'm supposed to be looking for. Oh, sorry. I thought they were breakable. Oopsies. If the part I think is near, it's gonna be glorious. Oh, good. I can't wait. What the fuck are these things, by the way? I saw them in Rome, but I don't know. Yeah. Jesus Christ. Oh, I didn't even notice there's like a woman there that they're like attacking. Just in case you didn't know that they're evil. Alright. It's fucking annoying. Oh, I didn't know I was being prompted for something. Fucking Christ. Give me that focus. Actually, give me the health to heal. Oops. Who's getting reinforcements? Hello, lady. Cool. Can't break the bots. Yeah, that's such a common trope or like archetype for a plot. Is like the internal threat is revealed to be secretly worse than the external threat, and the external threat isn't bad at all. I was watching some like review of this like sci-fi movie where your thoughts are like on the outside of your body, and there was this like alien that was like dragging away the main character, and it like attacks people and kills people or whatever, and then the female lead is, and then he starts to like kill it right after he saves himself from being dragged away, and then she's like, oh, don't kill it. She's like, stop, like, just killing, is that all you think about? And it's like he was about to be dragged into the woods and killed by an alien, and you weren't as upset as you were about him killing the alien to save himself. It's quite. Someone's named Janus? I thought Janus was like the super spooky god, like the gates of Janus. Yeah. It's weird because like Lord of the Rings managed to have something like that with Sauron or Sauruman, but then they managed to But then at the end of Lord of the Rings, it's like a, I would say, a positive message about like Western civilization or whatever. That whole like Men of the West speech and everything. But it's like, I don't know, just having story after story that's like desperate for a plot twist or just like self-hating kind of story, whatever it is, where it's just like everything bad is actually just internal and there's no like, oh man, this looks pretty, but I'm being shot at. Ugh, my sensitivity is weird. I lowered it too much. Did I get them all? I think I got them all. Excuse me. Excuse all the coughing, by the way. I'm still a bit sick. Or getting over it or whatever. It's a shame, too, because my cousin had, like, 2 kids now, which is crazy to think, like, I don't know. Oh, they were, like, in the water? Oh, come on. How am I supposed to, like, do that? It just seems like that... I guess I'm supposed to wait all the way to, like, the last possible fucking second for that. It's just such a miserable thing to have to parry. The slowest fucking attack in the universe. Jesus. That was a hit. Get the fuck out of here. It's fucking, like, aquatic Praetorians. By the way, the Praetorians are just like the Emperor's bodyguards. I don't know, I always just thought, like, you know, logically, if you're playing, like, a Rome RPG, wouldn't you want to be a Centurion and then a Praetorian? Oh, they didn't burst out of the water. I thought they did. Oh, they make the drowning noise. That's cool. Let's do one of these. So I think focus is like the way to make it less boring. I tend to shy away from mechanics like that just because I like feel like it's cheating or whatever. Like I want to be able to beat it without the mechanic. So like sometimes I'll quick save, beat it without the mechanic, and then beat it and then load and beat it with the fun mechanic, which is a little dumb, but you know. But I think a game like this, I should just be focusing on whatever looks coolest and is funnest. Because I think that obsession with like trying to make it extra difficult kind of can ruin a game sometimes. I know it definitely ruins Elden Ring for some people. They're like, I can't use summons, I can't use magic. It's all wrong. But meanwhile, but then also I definitely ruined The Witcher 3 for myself because I was like, it just it didn't feel fun because like if it had been just any character being OP, I would have had fun with it. But like playing as Geralt, having like read all the stories and stuff, it was, I don't know, it was just different. Like it didn't feel, it felt cheaty to have him be able to cast super strong spells and everything. So, which is just inevitable when you make the game big enough. There's got to be like some level ups and stuff. But yeah, and I don't even know if I would have enjoyed a an open world game set in the Witcher universe, because the Witcher universe isn't like that good. I can't just beat him up. More bald bodies. Yeah, like the Witcher universe, I don't think would make like a super great open world RPG. Like, it's the perfect place to tell, you know, gritty short stories. But like, I don't know if that guy's like universe building is like that great. I like his like world origin, but I didn't really like the world origin until the end of The Witcher 2, where they did that spin on it. I get what you mean. It seems like it happens all too often to the point where it's predictable. Yeah. Sorry, I should read chat better. I'm a bad streamer boy. You know, do you really need to kill his whole family? Like, wouldn't it be more relatable if like it was just like a very mundane financial reason that like they had to abandon their villa and then like reclaim it? Oh, they're moving now, but not moving naturally. them. Ugh. Oh, they finally show, like, orgies. Because this is what Nero is, like, known for. Ugh. Also blood orgies, which I guess just involves, like, killing a bunch of randos. Oh, we doing the gladiatorial thing? That was actually not that bad, the jiggle just there. Oh. Oh. This also... Yeah. There's another trope where they show, like, the bad guys having a significantly better life than the good guys, where they're, like, just, like, having tons of sex and whatever. I don't know how, like... I don't know how good of a, like, message that is. Especially if this kind of content is going to be, like, consumed by, like, middle schoolers that are like, oh man, Romans are cool. Maybe I should be going for more double kills because they are cooler. Let's do one of these. Wait, that wasn't a... I thought it was a double. I mean, they were so close to each other. Romulus and Remus. Oh. This is his quarters? I would have thought he'd be a little bit more paranoid than that. So then after that, they're gonna put the whole statue together. They could do that kind of platform system. Oh, you're talking about in the Coliseum or like the mini Coliseum or whatever? Uh Probably. I don't think they would though. I wouldn't I wouldn't say it would be impossible because they did have like cranes and stuff and they had water clocks which I guess would do a similar thing. So it'd be like I guess the simplest form of a water clock is like you fill two barrels and then or you fill one barrel and then you pop a hole in the bottom and then it drains out and then while it's draining the weight will change so then you have it like I don't know on a scale or something like that and then that would adjust a dial and tell you the time or you could set a timer depending on how much water you put into the water clock. So like if you wanted to set an alarm for like how long you want to sleep something like that. It's like so they had stuff like that where you could adjust platforms like that. So I'm sure they could do it. I just don't think they did, as far as I know. So there's like different types of gladiators. Like there's archetypes. It appears they only have one type here, and that is the I want to say Murmillo. So there's sword and shield, the standard variation, and then there's like I think two swords is the Secutor, but I could be incorrect. I think the Secutor sometimes uses a shield, so it's like kind of they're pretty similar. But in order to be a Murmillo or a Secutor, I think there was a size requirement. I think it was like 6 feet or something like that. So all the Murmillos and Secutors of that archetype, was like you are a huge dude, huge jacked guy. So they're depicting Murmillos correctly. The thing is, though, there should be a bunch of different types of gladiators. Like I think the most popular one, even today, which was also like a fan favorite back in the day, was the Retiarius, which is a trident and a net. Then there'd be a couple other types of gladiators that like some we don't understand, or there could be different names for ones we already do understand, or whatever. But anyway, I think I should call it now and get to work editing and eat. I haven't eaten anything. I know I had a nectarine. Yeah. Alright. It has been fun streaming, though. And I'll definitely be back tomorrow. For sure. Guaranteed. I think maybe I'll just make midnight my normal starting time. Yeah. And then I'll ask Trisha if I can do the Steam family sharing so I can play her Witcher 2. I mean, I could just, like, dig through the cabinet to find the disc, but... Oh, is the Coliseum the great part? Yeah. Alright, let me, Oh, hang on. Finally got Solarius. I can get more experience. Oh my god, I have 690 experience? What do you use experience? Valor is for those, but then is this experience? No. What the fuck is experience for? Whatever. Anyway. It has been fun hanging out with you guys. I am still working on those edits. It's like hard because, you know, it's hard to focus when you're all like congested and whatever, but I feel okay now. And yeah, and also I was like working on the like kind of the last chapter, but not. There's like two other chapters like wrapping stuff up, but it's like sort of the climax of the book is like what I was working on yesterday, and it's like, oh man, just everything should be really, really like impactful. And so I'm just like, yeah. The should probably do another read through of the. Well, I don't know. It's. That's. I'm never sure how much like editing. Well, I guess I'm not. I guess I am sure. But I don't know what I'm saying. But anyway, I gotta get to work. My talkie brain is just about expended. Oh, you know, before I sign off, can I make a guess as to what the dramatic thing they're gonna do in the Colosseum is? Are they gonna fill it up with water and have a naval battle? It's my one guess. There was also this isn't my guess. I'm gonna guess that, but there was actually an emperor. I don't think it was Nero. I don't remember who it was. There was an emperor who stood on a platform in the center of the Colosseum and had the Colosseum filled with 100 lions, and he shot them all with a bow. So there so the naval battles in the Colosseum did happen. Um so, you know. They were Rome had all sorts of like water parks and stuff like that. Like when you see like fountains around Rome, you see like there'll be like a part that's like really slanted, and you're like, that was a slide, wasn't it? Obviously, you're not allowed to just climb into the fountain and try to slide down the different parts of the statues, but you know, they knew how to have fun. They knew how to have fun. All right, my talkie brain is fully fully expended. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for hanging out. I gotta get back to editing.